Up YouTube, Chris Hall here with Turfs Up Landscaping, and I'm back with another video. And in this video, we're gonna discuss choosing the right job. Yesterday, guys, I went to quote a job. I got a phone call from this guy, and he responded to one of my posts, and I gave him a call, and we set the time up, and I went over there to take a look at the property. So when he first called me, he said, man, I have a flower bed that runs all the way around the perimeter of my house, and I have some rocks and I want to get it cleaned out. And that's all he said, guys. And I said, okay. I don't like to ask too many questions on the phone. I'll ask enough questions on the phone just to qualify them. And when I say qualify them, I mean I'll ask them enough questions just to make sure that it's something that fits my sort of work, to make sure it's something that's worth my time, to see if it's something that I'm interested in and actually willing to do. So I just run through those questions. I asked him a couple questions, and we set the time up, and I went to go see him yesterday. And guys, look, when I got over to this property, it's a big job. It's a big job. I'll drop some pictures in the video so you can see. I should have got some live video too so you could actually see, because pictures do no justice. He paid $3,000 for these white rocks, and he ran the white rocks in the flower beds all the way around his house for the full perimeter, all the way around his house. The rocks are beautiful, but the rocks are overtaken by the weeds and by the grass. Like, guys, it's pretty bad. There's no way that you can physically pull all of those weeds and those grass out of those rocks. And the way I try to explain to him is, when you put down mulch, when you put down rocks and like all of that stuff, if sunlight and water hits it, it has potential to grow. So he doesn't really have no type of landscape border. And guys, landscape borders are important. So if you can, really try to sell those landscape borders to your clients, because the landscape borders, it acts as a wall to help prevent the grass and the weeds to continue to grow into your flower beds, because nothing will stop it. Soon as it starts spreading, it's going to continue to spread, and it can take over your entire bed if it's not maintained. So I told this guy, I said, so do you have plan on buying more rocks? And he said, no, I just spent $3,000 on these rocks. I can't get no more. And I'm sitting here thinking to myself, well, that's the only way. The best way that I would tackle that job is spray multiple times, spray maybe 2 times a week, then come back to check it and see what it's looking like, then pull what I can pull. But you'll have to add more rocks. He's gonna have to add more rocks, because it's just not possible. Not unless you dig up all of those rocks and start over completely. But I'm not gonna do that. This job is just too much for me. It's a lot of little tedious work, and I'm trying to stay away from that this year. The profits could be well, but the amount of time it's gonna take me to sit there and mess with those weeds inside of those rocks, I could knock out 2 jobs. So with this one, I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna call him back today, and I'm gonna let him know, like, hey, I was able to do some assessments, do some research, and this job right here, it's just something I'm not interested in. He did mention to me that he wanted 8 trees planted on his property, and I said, no problem, that's too easy. Just give me some time, and you take a look at what kind of bushes. He wanted some bushes planted. You take a look at what you want. If you want some boxwoods, crepe myrtle, or whatever the case may be, and you let me know, and we can definitely get those planted for you. And then he also had a small tree. He had a small tree on his property that he wanted cut down, and that right there is too easy. It'll probably take me maybe 10 minutes to cut the tree down, you know, clean it up, everything, and make it look nice. But as far as those rocks, the grass and them weeds inside of those rocks, that's just something I'm not gonna do. And that goes back to the beginning, guys, choosing the right job. When you're in this business, you want to make sure that you choose the right job. When you go out there to make your quotes, make your estimates, talk to your clients, make sure that you're thinking in your mind, okay, when I get here, what exactly is it that I need to do? Because it looks a lot easier on paper. It looks a lot easier until you actually start doing that shit. And then when you actually start the labor, you're like, dang, this might be, I probably bit off a little bit more than I could chew. This job might be a little bit too much for me. And I'm telling you guys, when I first got started, it seemed like that was the norm for me. I was just trying to grab any work that I could, but that's really not the best way to go. I wouldn't recommend that. You have to choose wisely on your jobs to make sure that number one, you have the equipment to do the job. If you don't have the equipment, you can rent it, or you can borrow it from maybe one of your homies or somebody if you don't have that necessary equipment. But equipment is number one. You can't cut somebody's hair if you don't have any clippers, you know what I'm saying? So you got to make sure you have the necessary equipment to complete the job thoroughly, which wasn't a problem for me. I had all the equipment for this job. It was just real intense, real aggressive, guys, real aggressive. The weeds have completely just took over that flower bed, and like I said, it's just something that right now I just wouldn't want to deal with. Now we're getting ready to roll into spring. I'm pretty sure we got some rain coming this week. I'll be cutting next week. I already know for sure. So I'm just trying to get things lined up for that, and that job right there is just a little bit too much for me. You have to make sure that whatever the job that you choose, that you're able to complete it all the way through. You know, you don't want to start a job and then you figure out like, damn, I don't know if I can finish this, or how am I going to finish this? Like, these are questions and everything that you need to have lined up prior to you telling that client, hey, yeah, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to go on somebody else's property and you start fucking up stuff, you know what I'm saying? Or you start doing guesswork. Don't do that. You know, guys, I say fake it till you make it, but you have to be legit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be legit, and you have to actually know what you're doing, and you have to know what you're talking about too, because if you don't, I'm telling you guys, clients they can pick you apart. They can pick you apart. Like, if you don't know what you're talking about, clients will know. You'll have that one that will know. And my philosophy is, like, whatever field that you're in, we're in lawn care, we're in landscaping, so we need to be experts in our field. You know what I'm saying? You need to know everything. You need to know as much as possible when it comes to this landscaping stuff, when it comes to this lawn care stuff. You should always be trying to educate yourself more, because each day, the more time goes on, it's more information that's being put out there. It's more information to be learned. So guys, do not limit yourself. You need to know your stuff. Study the different type of bushes, the different type of trees, the different type of grasses, St. Augustine, Bermuda, centipede, like all of that stuff, guys, you need to know. So when you're talking to your clients and potential customers, you can educate them, and you sound a whole lot better when you have your stuff together and you're coming at them correct with these facts and these so when you're out there talking to your clients, make sure that you have all of your facts straight, and you fully understand what it is that the client is asking you, guys. Because I can't tell you how many times, like, I've done a job and I'm in my head, I'm thinking I'm doing it right, but it's always good to do walkthroughs before and after. And when they come through to do that walkthrough after I completed the job, I might have missed something, or something might have been out of place, or they wanted something done a little bit different than the way I did it. So guys, to save you time and happen to double back and have to go back on your work, make sure that you fully understand what it is that client is asking for you to do. Ask questions. If you don't know, ask questions. Say, hey, how exactly is it that you want me to go about doing this? Or can you tell me one more time how you wanted this done, or where did you want this to go? Like, guys, ask questions. I ask a whole lot of questions, because if you don't know, you don't want to be out there just trying to guess, and then when the client comes back to review your work at your finished product, they say, I don't like this shit, you got to do it over. You know what I'm saying? So that's a situation that you don't want to be in. So just make sure before you give that client that green light and say, hey, I can do this job, make sure that it's something that you can take on, and it's something that's in your field of work. That it goes back to my previous videos, guys. Like, you have to decide like where you want your business to go. What is it that you really want to specialize in? So don't be taking them crazy ass jobs. Don't take those jobs like the one I'm talking about now. If it's real aggressive, like real tedious with all of those rocks and a lot of weeds and stuff, just don't deal with it. Don't do it. Find you something else that's down your alley, in your lane, that you feel comfortable with and you can actually do good work on, because that's the main thing. You want to do good work so they'll call you back and they can refer you. So yeah, guys, don't take on that project if you feel I might be able to do it, I might not. You know what I'm saying? I might be able to finish it, I might run into some problems. You don't want to do that. You want to have 100% confidence, like, yeah, when I touch down, it's gonna be a wrap. It's gonna look good. I'm gonna be able to get in and out with efficient time, and I'm gonna do good work. The client is gonna be happy, and I'm gonna be happy. And that's the type of attitude that you have to have coming into choosing the right job. Just make sure that job fits you, and you have the equipment to take on that job, and it's something that you'll feel good working on while you're out there. You know, if you don't want to be working on no BS, and you got a 2-hour, hour and 30-minute job, you know what I'm saying? You want to be out there the whole time like, damn, I could be doing something else, or I could have picked up another job. You don't want to be out there like that. You want to be out there feeling good, feeling motivated. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, let's go get this done. Let's do it. That's how you want to feel, because it'll make your spirits, your mindset a lot better. You'll be a lot more productive. You'll move a lot faster. So those are things that you need to think about. All right, guys. So just don't go out there accepting any job just so you can say, hey, I got a job. Don't do that. Accept jobs that you feel comfortable with, and you have the confidence, like, okay, I can do this in my sleep. It's too easy. I know I can go out there and I can do good work. My client will be happy and I'll be happy, because at the end of the day, you want them to call you back for either more services or on a referral. So just keep that in mind, guys. Choose jobs that best suits you and suits your business for lawn care. Stay tuned, guys. I want you guys to keep liking, leave me some comments, let me know what you guys have going on right now as we get ready to run into spring. Please like, comment, subscribe, guys. It'll definitely help the channel grow. And stay tuned. Let's get busy.